Hello colleagues, this is Calvin. Today I want to talk about automation of Excel to enable a teacher come up with a broadsheet, and I will further explain how you can use the broadsheet to generate report cards. But I want to welcome you to this particular tutorial. Stay with me up to the end, and you can also subscribe to my channel to enable you to get those particular notifications whenever I upload any video. So let's move straight away to uh, an empty an empty sheet, an empty Excel sheet, so that we can design a broadsheet. Remember, we need to design a broadsheet first for. So this broadsheet needs to have a title. For example, title of the school, like we can say Toronto, Toronto High School, Toronto High School. So that would be the title of our can match. That would be the title of school, the name of the school, and then you can make it bold. You can make it bold, and then also you can increase the font size. Maybe you can use 24. It's okay. So then you need to put in some uh, details here. For example, you will have a column for admission, then column for name, then column for KCP, then you need a column for the first subject, English. Remember, the subject will depend on the school. If you have if a school provide offer many subjects, then you will have many of them. So then Kiswahili grade, maths grade, biology biology grade, uh, physics physics grade, then chemistry chemistry grade, then history grade, then geography grade, then CRE CRE grade, then we have agriculture then agriculture grade, then we have business studies grade. We have total, we have points, we have grade, then we have position. So now those will be enough for us. So then you can have let's shrink it so that you have it a little bit smaller. So you come here, you do like that. Then you will have this one. You can let's increase this. Let's match this. So you have that. So you can also use this color here for the type for this name of the school. Then for this one, you can as well use can go up to 14. You can put this borders. Then you can also uh, shade this one. Use this color here. Use that. Then you can also put it bold. Then color of the fonts you can use white. Okay, that's a great broadsheet, empty one. So you need to put some admission numbers just for purposes of demonstration. 1261, 1262, 1263, 1264, 1265, 1266, 1267, 1268, 1269. Remember, I'm just using this 10 rows as a demonstration. So there will be 10 students 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 students. So just a matter of demonstration, but yours can be as many as possible. So that is for names. So Karanja Peter. You can also have Wafula Cheb. You can also have Mwangi uh, Mwangi John. You can also have Peter Peter Cole. You can also have Caroline Caroline Jebet. You can also have Jane Mora. Jane Mora. So those are just for demonstration. You can also have Lorraine Spencer. You can also have David Mumani. You can also have George. Let's say George Monari. Can have Collins. Cherry. So those are some of the names. So we assume those are the students. So KCP, we can also have some just goes KCP marks. So that one 310, 389, 290, can have 286, can 301, can have 256, can have 300, we can have 234, we can have 311. So, for example, those can act as example for matter of demonstrations. So now, next is now we want to automate this sheet so that wherever we enter English marks, the English grades will reflect automatically. So for that, you need to create what you call VLOOKUP tables. VLOOKUP table, a table from where this sheet, from where we are going to extract the grades for the corresponding marks. So remember, the mark for English will be in the F5 cell. The grade for English will be in the G5 cell. So let us create the table array somewhere here, or the VLOOKUP table, where we are going to have corresponding the marks and their corresponding grades. So for that, let us have 0 to, we can have 0 to 29, so which means 0 to 30, 35, 40, okay, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So now this one will be E, this one will be D minus, this one will be D, then this one will be D plus, then here will be C minus, then C, then C plus, then B minus, then B, then B plus, then A minus, that is A minus, then A plane. See that? So that will be our table for gradings. So you'll know that 0 to 29, 0 to 29 will be E, 30 to 34 will be D minus, 35 to 39 will be D, 40 to 44 will be D plus, and so on and so forth. So the formula we are going to use will extract those marks, those grades from this table, depending on the marks. So we need the formula in this grade cell G5. This is for marks, K for grade. So we need the formula there. So you write the formula in the formula bar for the grade. So we'll say equal, then you say VLOOKUP, then you will have lookup value. Lookup value is actually we say it's at point G5. G5. So G5, that will be the lookup value. Then table array. This is the table, so you will highlight it like that. So already it is in the formula. Then you put you'll put the column from which the grade are. So like here is column 2 of that table. So you put 2, column 2, then comma, then put true because we want approximate match. So you can see it's returning E. So the Excel thinks that this cell here there is a 0. So an empty cell for Excel it may mean 0. So it is turning E, which is correct corresponding to a mark of 0. So now we don't want that. We want Excel to return empty when this one is empty. So we are going to put a condition here so that if F5, so we are going to use if condition. So if F5 is equal to empty, then return empty and return empty. Okay. Otherwise, just return the grade that correspond to the mark at F5. Then close that one, put equal sign. So you can see now it is okay. Then copy that one down like that. So anytime you enter any mark there, for example 50, you can see anytime you enter mark, you see 50, for example 52, you can see the grades are just coming, automatically. So the English column for marks is already automated to generate the grades. Okay, so that is already done. So we then go to Kiswahili. So let's copy this one, this formula here. This is the formula. We can copy it. Then we are going to use it for all the subjects. So only the cell, like for example F5, will be changing. So we put it here, 5, H5, 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 H5. Press enter. Then now you copy it down like that. So you do the same for maths. Do the same for maths. So you go to maths. The mark is supposed to be J5. So we are going to use the cell J5. So replace this one with J5. So that is what you do across. You simply copy that formula. So J5, press enter. Then copy down. Go to biology. Biology is L5. So L5, press that one and then fill this one L5, 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 press enter. Then copy down. Come to physics is N5, physics N5. So copy, paste that one. Then change this one N5, N5. This one is N5. Press enter. Copy down. Repeat the same with the chemistry P5, P5. So P5 here. So P5, P5. This one is also P5. Enter. Copy down. History R5. History R5. History R5. 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 Press enter. Copy it down. Jog T5. Jog T5. 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 Here T5. Press enter. Copy down. Remember, we are automating this broadsheet. V5 for theory. V5. V5. So V5. There is also V5. Press enter. Copy it down. Then we go to agriculture. X5. Agriculture X5. So paste the formula. Put here X5. 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 Press enter. Copy down. Uh, business is Z5, 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 press enter, copy down. So we are through the automating the a broadsheet, so that whenever we put marks for any of those uh, subjects columns, then we are able to get the grades. For example, if you say yes, 63, 57, 89, so you can see what's happening. You can come to trade, enter a few of those marks, so you can see we are having those grades. So you can even come to physics, enter maths, you can see they're just coming. Grades are just coming. So that is what we call automation. So already the sheet is automated, so that the grades are coming automatically. The grades are coming automatically. What about total marks for each and every of this each of these students? So now you will come at this point, cell AB5, which is for total AB5. You can see here this cell AB5. We want to add all marks here, all marks ranging up to business. So we are adding all those marks and then we are putting here. So how do we put the formula? So put your cursor there and then come to the formula bar, put the equal sign, then say sum. Sum. So sum, we are summing up. We are summing up values of which range? This range here. See this range here? This up to here. So that's the range. So already it is there in the formula. So then press enter. You can see. So the sum is 0. Excel thinks that these empty cells they have 0, so that the sum will be 0 here. So like I've told you already that Excel, for an empty cell, Excel will think that there's a value there which is 0. So now we don't want that to happen. So we will have to put a condition so that whenever our broadsheet is empty without anything, then on this side, the total points, grade, and so on are also empty. So let me put a condition here. So if count, we are going to use count. So you can see count will always give you a count of those cells which are having values within them. So we want to count the cells, so that if the count is 0, then we are returning empty here. Count 0 means there is all the cells are empty here. Count is equal to 1 means there is a cell here with a value, only one cell. Count 2 means there's some 2 cells within that range which has got some values. So we want to say if count is 0, which means if the range of cell from here to here has nothing, then so let's say if and then bracket sum, if sum, okay, not if sum, I'm talking about count. If count, okay, of cells F5, if count F5 up to AA5, if count is equal to 0, then okay, then we return empty. Otherwise, we are going to give the sum of the sum of values in the range F5 to AA5. So we put bracket there, then press equal sign. So you can see we now have a formula for total. Copy that one down. Okay, right. So that means if there is nothing here, then this cell for this column for total will also be empty. But when you enter something like 89, already you can see total is 89. So that's what I'm talking about. If there's nothing, then there's also nothing on this side. So that's for total. Come to points. Points, I want to assume that these are lower classes, maybe from 1, from 2, or even primary, the 5 subjects. So this will be 5 subjects if primary. But when talk about secondary, then the lower classes from 1 and from 2, they will be taking all subjects, so 11 subjects. I want to assume that it should be like that. So now, for the points, how do I want to convert the 1100 marks back to 12, so that we are going to use a scale of 0 to 12. So we are converting the marks of the students, the total marks out of 100, back to 12, a grade of scale of 12. Then we use the grading uh, from 0 to 12. So that means we are going to have the total, which is AB5. So we are going to have equal AB5. Any formula in Excel must start with the equal sign. So AB5, divide that one by 1100, then multiply by 12. Okay, then put equal sign. So you can see there is an error because there is nothing to convert back to 12. There is empty cells. So we want to avoid that. So put a condition. So if AB5, okay, if AB5, right? If AB5 is equal to empty, then return empty. Otherwise, uh, return the points as per the total points we have at AB5 using that particular formula. So press enter, so you can see everything is running good. Then copy down. So that will be for the points, okay? Then for the grades, we will now use what you call table array, another VLOOKUP table, which we can hide. Let's hide it here. So we can have the VLOOKUP, another VLOOKUP table, which runs from value 0 up to 12. So we have 0, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5, 11, 12, right? Then now let's copy these grades. Let's copy these grades. Copy the grades and then paste it here. It will be okay. Okay, right. So this is our VLOOKUP table for grades. So now we come here and grade. Remember, we are going to grade as per the points we have here, which have been converted to 12. So this one is AC5, cell AC5. So you come here and say, and that VLOOKUP equal first VLOOKUP. Then we are looking up this value here at AC5. So AC5, okay. Then the table array, we will have just to highlight on this like that. That is our table. So already it is reflected on the formula. So put the dollar sign. So dollar sign between AK between dollar sign, then also AL between the dollar sign. So that way making it absolute. Then after that you put the column from which the grades are being extracted. So column 2, then comma. Then we want to put the approximate matches. Then you put equal sign. So again, when you press enter, you can see we have this error. So let's remove that error. So this error is due because the cells are still empty, and then the AC5 here is also empty. So that's why you see that error. So you say if AC5 AC5 is empty, all right, then just return empty. Otherwise, return the grade from the VLOOKUP table. Then press that one, then press that one. So you can see now you are okay. Copy down. All right. Then that will be for grade. So I will advise that we hide. We can hide this one. We can hide for points because we only need total grades and then position. So for position, you need to have rank. So we are going to use rank. So equal to rank rank. So we are ranking which value? We are going to rank based on the total. So the total is at AB5. So we are ranking AB5. Okay. So we are ranking AB5 using the range from AB5 to AB14. So AB5 up to AB14. That will be the range we are using that is the column where we are doing the ranking. So now we are ranking decreasing or descending. Then put that. Then also use dollar sign, enclose the letters between dollar sign, enclose like that, AB, AB, alright? Then that will be okay. As at now, you can see this error indicating that there is nothing to rank. So to avoid that, you need to put a condition. You need to put condition so that if AB5 is empty, then it should return empty. So if AB5 is equal to empty, then return empty. Otherwise, just do the ranking of AB5 with reference to that particular range. Then you return. Okay, you can now see it's now good. Then you copy that one down. Right, we are through. We have automated this Excel sheet. Every mark we enter, everything will be okay. So let's have maybe you can have these ones here at the middle. You can center them. You can center those ones. Okay. Then again we can from here to here we can use another color. We shade that one using which color? We can use this color here. Okay, we can use this one. This one. So now, but we can make it as beautiful as possible. But because we are demonstrating, let me just leave it at that point. So this one I can also hide, so that's not very visible like that. You can see. Okay. So what next? Now I want us to test so that we see on the workability of this particular broadsheet. So we are entering marks. Let's start with English marks. 56, 50, enter. 45, 9. So you just do like that, you enter. Okay, you can see it's automated. It's automated, and you can see what's happening. Okay, so you have seen that now those marks are just entered and the grades come automatically. Let's enter mark for Kiswahili. 66, 45, 80, 46, 37, 86, 12, 10, 26, 50. Okay, go to maths. 89, 46, 45, 37, 75, 59, 67, 51, 68, 46. Let's go to biology. So you can see even on this side, everything is doing on well. Everything is doing on well. So biology now 89. Okay, can see that everything is okay. Okay, that is biology. Then physics. So you can see our broadsheet is ranking the students. It's giving the total marks. The broadsheet is giving everything that we might have wanted to do manually. So you can see that. Then history. So you can see. You can see that. Then jog. So everything was fine. Everything was fine. fine, fine and fine, very fine. Then theory, you can see things are working okay, things are working good, and like a charm, like a charm. Then agriculture, things are working like a charm. You can see charm is a system, like a software. Then go to business. So you can see it is working like a charm. Okay, now we are through with entry of marks. So already the broadsheet is created. You can use it to release results. Position 1, position 2 is here, position 3, position 4, and so on. So you can see everything is okay. So now we want, let us now, there's a column we are hiding here, you can see. So I want to make them whole numbers. So you just highlight that one. Then come to this small arrow at the corner there. Okay. Then you will move to numbers. This window that pops up, you move to numbers. Then come down to numbers. Then the decimal places here, this one here, put it 0. 0 decimal places. Then press OK. Then you can see now they're all rounded as appropriately. So now you can minimize that, and then you can hide it. It's not very okay. It's okay like that. It's okay like that. So that is very good. So the next thing that you can do, you may want to arrange the positions in a ascending order. So that position 1, then followed by position 2, and so on. So that one you just highlight the whole of this our sheet. Can also say Control A to highlight that one. So you come to data, then you go to sort. Okay, then you want to sort by, so sort by, we want to sort by position. We want to sort by position. So position, okay? Then values, sort on values. Then we want to put it smallest to largest. Then you put OK. So you can see now it's good. Now good. So everything is done. Everything is done. So this one is a complete broadsheet. You can just use it. You can print it. Release results using it. Give it to students to check their results, and so on and so forth. So now, if you want to generate report cards out of this, now you will need to create another sheet. You will add another sheet. So, colleague teachers, up to there, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Next time, I will give you another tutorial generating report cards out of the broadsheet that we have put in the video. Thank you and God bless.